Twisted Fates, a fairy tale rooted fanfiction part 2. In the position of all of us all still crying. Mavis Vermillion, said Kayla. What does the first guildmaster want with us? I spat, glaring at Mavis. As much as I love fairy tale, now is not the time to be getting visit from people who don't exist. I'm here to offer you a proposition. I'm not trying to harm you in any way, said Mavis with a serious expression. You poor people, I've had my share of tragedies. To know you guys want a new start. That's what I'm offering, said Mavis. Stop playing around with us, said Julie, clutching her brother tightly. Magic or whatever you use, it doesn't exist in this world, tears streaming down her face. Mavis goes towards the dining room table and picks up the manga I made. I'll send you to a world called Fior, a place called Magnolia, she said while glancing at the manga's character sheets. Also, you guys will be different people. She points at me. You will be Ray. She walked towards Shania and points at her. You will be Kate. She walks towards Kayla and Rebecca and points at Kayla. You will be Mia. She points at Rebecca. You will be Isabella. She then walks towards Julie and points at her. You will be Lisa. She then backs away from us. The abilities that your characters have, you will have. You guys and, she points at Dee, Matthew, and AJ, all have the potential to wield magic. Also, the one you call Dee, Matthew, and AJ might separate from you guys on your way to Fior. So, will you accept? Guys, what do you think? I said out loud. Let's do it, said Shania without hesitation. We'll do it, said Kayla and Rebecca without hesitation. Matthew will be safe, right? Said Julie with hesitation. He will. Okay, I'll do it, said Julie. All of a sudden, there was a bright light and a magic circle under our feet. Good luck, and, well, let the light guide you, and don't you forget your bonds. They will help you. My eyes began to close. What's going to happen to us now? Grandma, Grandpa, Daddy, I'll miss you so much. What will this new start do to our voidless lives? Everything faded into black. Oi, everyone, we found some people, said the boy with the salmon hair. Their clothes are all bloody. What happened? Said the blonde-haired celestial spirit mage. I don't know, Lucy. They look pretty suspicious, said the flying blue cat. Everyone has a look of shock on their faces as they crowded outside the guild. Grace stared at them. They were all girls, one with white hair, one with pink hair, one with blonde hair, one with brown hair and purple tips, and one with black hair and blonde tips. A small old man walked out of the crowd, and people looked at the girls before him. He wondered what brought them and who. He wondered what brought them to where they are now. Ray's point of view. Images Images flashed in my mind, the happy times with my family, and what we found before us, the bloody horrors. All of us were figures, all of us were there. Figures approached us as they were shadows looking. We all got defensive and swung at the figures. Weapons appeared in my hand, 2 swords. I continued to swing. All of a sudden, I felt a tap on my shoulder. It was then I truly woke up. I opened my eyes, and I was standing with 2 katanas in my hand, one black and one white. I dropped them out of surprise, and they disappear. I look at my surroundings. Everyone looked at me in shock. I looked near me, and I was shocked. So many familiar faces. We really made it to Magnolia, I thought to myself. Welcome to Magnolia. You are in front of a wizard guild called Fairy Tale, and I'm the guildmaster, Makarov. He smiled. I stared at him, thinking, he really is Makarov. So, we're here now. What are we gonna do now? Hey, that ability you did with the huge hands and summoning swords. swords. Are you a wizard? Said none other than Natsu Dragneel. I guess, I say in a questionable tone. Just as I say that, the girls begin to wake up. I recognize who is who because they look how they look in my manga. What happened? Where are we? Wait, Ray? Said Kate in a confused tone. Isabella put her hands out over Kate's mouth for saying too much questions. Hey, where's AJ? Said Mia in a panicked tone. Matthew, too. They're not here, said Lisa. Girls, calm down. We'll find them. I stopped mid-sentence. Tears began streaming down my face as I whipped them. I'm more worried that I'm letting on, and the sadness of losing my family can't be whipped away so easily, I thought. I speak with a shaken voice. We don't mean any harm. We went through something drastic. We are just recovering, I said to Makarov in the crowd. We can talk about this more in my office, said Makarov, motioning for us to go inside the Fairy Tale Guild Hall. We followed because, watching Fairy Tale and all, we knew he could be trusted. I do not own Fairy Tale. This is chapter 3 of Twisted Fates. We walk into Makarov's office with serious looks on our faces. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. It's getting in the way of my reading. I told Makarov about our situation. He nodded his head and cleared his throat. Well, you're here now, and while you're searching, this can be your new home. Would you all like to join Fairy Tale? Yes, in a heartbeat, yes. This is going to be fun, said Kate in an excited tone. The room was silent. I think it's a good idea, I said, breaking the silence. I mean, it's like what Mavis said. We are categorized as wizards. I'm assuming we can learn magic, but, I say puzzled, we don't know how to use our abilities. Are you joking? Said Isabella, annoyed. Because, well, us, but it doesn't matter. We have the experience or anything like Chaos Day. We haven't experienced anything like Chaos Day in this place, I said, puzzled. Wait, there's a chance that we can turn into our demon forms? Said Mia, panicked. I just don't know. This is all so new to me, I said honestly. We should train right away, said Lisa. I agree. In whatever spare time we had looking for AJ, Matthew, and Dee, we will train, said Kate. Stop being bossy, said Lisa. As much as I hate to admit it, she's right, I say in a defeated tone. Really, shouldn't Kate was right for once, said Isabella in a sarcastic tone. Enough is enough. We're joining Fairy Tale, right? I say annoyed at the side conversation. Agree, said Mia. Agree, said Isabella. Agree, said Kate. I guess I'll learn this whole being in a guild thing. Sure, said Lisa. Okay, it's settled. I can't believe he didn't say anything the whole time. That takes talent, I thought to myself. Mira Jane, bring the stamp, screamed Makarov as his little body perked outside the door. Mira Jane walked into the door holding the stamp. She asked what color we wanted and where. I asked for dark blue on my right arm. Kate asked for a pink mark on her left arm. Isabella asked for a purple mark on her left hand. Mia asked for a green mark on her lower right arm. And Lisa got hers on her right hand with the color pink. Welcome to the guild, said Mira Jane with a smile. The guild went into an uproar, and in other words, party central. Lucy stood there, amused at it. It was a welcome party for her and her crew. I tapped Lucy's shoulder. You alright? I asked. Is this place always like this? She asked. There was tons of fighting and craziness. There were also chairs flying. I think so. Compared to my house, this is nothing, I said, joking. Hey, Lucy, I'm fairly new to magic. I want to train with you, said Mia, who appeared next to Lucy. Eh? Train with me? Are you sure? Said Lucy. Definitely. Come on, let's go, said Mia, dragging Lucy away. I looked towards my left and saw Kate talking to Natsu, happily with hearts in her eyes, and all of a sudden a guild member screamed, Urza has come back! All eyes are at the entrance of the guild to see Urza holding a big decorated tooth. I shook in place as the guild went silent. I can't believe it. It's really her, said Kate near Natsu. Urza walked towards the bar, setting down the tooth, and asked for Natsu and Gray. She explained to Mira that it was a job to defeat the Dark Guild Eisenwald, and I was near Mirajane at the time, so I couldn't help but hear the conversation. So it's around that time, I thought to myself, should we try to go? Or I was interrupted by other than, Urza! I screamed it out of being surprised. I just wanted to greet the new guild members. You're Ray, right? The last person I haven't greeted, said Urza with a smile. Hi, then I said while stuttering. Urza's strong and smart. Why am I shaking? I have nothing to hide. Breathe, Ray, breathe, I thought to myself. Are you alright? Said Urza while slightly tilting her head. Yes, I'm fine, by the way. How did the other girls react other than Lucy? Actually, just like you. They, in that regard, said Urza, then as she giggled. We really are family, huh? I thought to myself. Urza got up and walked towards the arguing Natsu and Gray, and just a couple of seconds before Urza closes in on them, they act buddy-buddy like nothing's happened. Lucy sat by the bar area during the commotion. You guys should go with them on this, just to keep an eye on Natsu and Gray, and have some mission experience, said Mira. You mean me? Lucy, Kate, Mia, Isabella, and Lisa, right? I asked. Why not? The more the merrier, said Mira with a smile. Time skip on the train. I hate this death trap, said Natsu in a scrunched up position. Wow, is it really that bad? Said Lucy. By the way, what magic do you use? Said Lucy. Urza uses recoup magic, something that can change armor and weapons she uses, said Gray. Natsu, well, uses Fire Dragon Slayer magic. I use magic like Gray's, says. I use magic like, Gray says as he puts his hand out in a position, lifts it up, and then there's an Ice Fairy Tail guild mark. I use Celestial Spirit magic, said Lucy, holding Plu. Ah, frick. That was an accident. And you guys, what magic do you use? Said Gray. We all had a poker face, then gathered around each other for a meeting. What do we say? Said Mia in a calm tone. Let's just say reclip for now, okay? I said in a calm tone. I don't know the full extent of our abilities since the guys aren't here, and maybe we have their abilities? I can't give a full explanation, I thought to myself. We use reclip magic, we said simultaneously. That's cool, so many strong wizards, said Lucy with a smile. I looked to my right to see Kate and Mia asleep on Kate and Mia asleep on Kate's shoulder and Mia on Isabella's. Wow, that was really quick, I said. Hey Ray, I want to try something. Can I? Said Isabella. Go for it. Okay, here we go, she said, standing up. Field scan, she said, and all of a sudden her hair got undone and a clear keyboard with screens around her appeared. She also had marks under her eyes. Guys, what do we do? Said Kate. And that has been the 3 chapters I have online. As regards to the other ones, well, they're in here. So, time for me to close out this tab. And lower that tab. Lower that tab. Jesus Christ. So much things around me. It's been unprofessional, but whatever. And get to the ones with the pictures inside my notebook. As for what happened here, essentially, they ended up on the train scene at the very beginning of Fairy Tale. And we all got off the train, but then we forgot somebody on the train, Mia, the person with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. And she ended up, squaring down with the Shikamaru-looking dude, as a Fairy Tale people put it, like the abridged series put it. And she ended up squaring down with them, and she had no idea how to get off the train. So, and Natsu was there with his motion stick self. So she, got off the train and grabbed Natsu with her and got onto the cart that was going alongside the train. which essentially has Ray closing her eyes and placing her hands on top of Kate's back, because she needed to stay rooted to the top part of the car, which did not have that much room. And Kate was using her plant abilities to put her hands on the cart to keep herself in place. And that got them off the train. So they eventually got to the point where there was the barrier around the station, and they were stuck inside the station. They couldn't get out. Everybody was in a certain place, and then Happy remembered that he needed Lucy, and he remembered why as well. And so this is from Ray's point of view. That was a lot of summing up. Sorry if I did it horribly. I remember why we need Lucy. Doesn't she have a new key from the weird maid? Virgo, was it? Said Happy. What about Virgo? Says Gray. She's great at making holes, said Happy. As in, she can make an opening in the barrier. I see. Where's Lucy? Said Urza. Right here, said Lucy as she came running back because she got lost. We need Virgo, Lucy, the key you got from the manor, said Happy. All right, but I haven't made a pact with her yet, said Lucy nervously. Oh well, Gate of the Maiden, Virgo, said Lucy as she held out the key and summoned Virgo. I'm sorry, I haven't made a pact, but I need your help. Could you make a hole for all of us to get out of here? Said Lucy. Very well, then punishment, princess, said Virgo as she jumped out and dug a hole, and finally we are free. I know what I can contribute. Field scan, said Isabella as her boat appeared. I found Natsu, ready to go, she said casually. Isabella said casually. I looked back at everyone. Team Natsu was surprised, but my family just clapped and cheered. Isabella switched from her boat into her hoverboard-like transportation. Come on, someone get on with me, she says casually. Middle children unite, I said as I hop on with Becky, despite that I know we might crash. I have a crippling fear of heights, by the way. I'm setting the location in everyone's heads, and we're off, she says as we head to Natsu's location. Natsu's location is fighting off that friggin' dude with the huge scythe and wind. And now it switches to Kate's point of view. This is where we actually have a picture. And these are the weapon partners, which will contribute something throughout the series. The weapons that everybody else has, you will learn throughout in time. But for now, these are the personification of those weapons. This is Kate's point of view, by the way. They really just left us. I'm going to kill Ray, I said as we walked to Natsu. If you're going to complain about it, you should have said something. Right. Wait. Who the hell is that? I said out of shock. Just say revert already. I've been in this form for such a long time. Sigh. Fine. Revert. All of a sudden, a man appeared before me with an odd getup. Said everyone, because a man went from gauntlets, which are like little gloves, to, well, man, because it was a new concept. This will take some getting used to. My name is Justin, and I'm your Cronus weapon. Mia and Lisa gazed at each other, then said revert. For Mia, it was a man with black hair and piercing purple eyes. As for Lisa, a man with black and blonde hair with blue eyes, and the forest, all of a sudden, became silent. Your weapons are people? That's so cool, said Lucy and Gray. What type of magic is that? Said Urza. We don't know, said Mia, and Lisa. Let's continue to get going. Okay, said Urza as we continued on our stride. So in case you're wondering, that's Kate's partner, that's Mia's partner, and that's Lisa's partner. What was described in quite detail. Question mark's point of view, so we don't know whose point of view this is. I do, Ow, ow, ow! It hurts, ow! Oh, I remember this. Ow, ow, it hurts. Ow, Mommy, Daddy, Kayla, Becky. I moved around to look to see that my arms, they were both gone. It hurt a lot. Matthew, I screamed. He was right next to me when everything went wrong. Matthew. I looked up to see Matthew against the wall with both of his legs gone. We gotta move, said Matthew. I tried to get up and fell. Matthew and I worked together to keep each other awake and moving. We got to the front of a guild and then both fell over and blacked out. When I woke up, I was sweating. I tried to move my hands and I couldn't. And I could. I looked at them and they were, well, metal. I have metal hands. Cool, I said out loud. Wait, Matthew, where's Matthew? I said while trying to get off the bed, and I failed majorly. Long story short, you fell to the floor. And I fell on my face. Seeing metal feet by me, I looked up to see Matthew. I hugged him tightly. AJ, where are we? Why are we here? Where's Mommy and Daddy and Julie? Said Matthew. Where's my sisters and my dad who were at home? And that girl I saw. I began to cry. I saw Kayla and Becky holding me. And where are they? Where are we? I had so many questions. You're at Sabretooth Guildhall, said a blonde-haired guy with a grin. I was wondering, we found another person in an injured state like you. Guys, do you know him? Said the black-haired guy. Let's check it out, Let's check it out, Matthew, I said, looking for a reassuring stare, which I got as we walked over. Hi, guys, Dee said, waving awkwardly. We hugged him despite hearing ow, 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 ow the whole time. I know that we're in Magnolia, guys, which means most likely the girls are here and they joined the fairy tale. Let's go to the fairy tale guild hall, said Matthew. This is the picture. That was them talking to Dee. That was AJ and Matthew meeting again. That was my sorry excuse for trying to draw the Sabretooth Guild mark from memory. That's Dee with his scythe. That's Dee talking to the boys. The boys are very young, by the way. They're like, I believe, 5. As for how does English work in that case, I don't know. You tell me. Gotta find a good stopping point. Oh well, this is a good stopping point. Like and favorite if you enjoy, subscribe to become no one. Alright guys, if you like this series, let me know. Some feedback would be nice, despite the fact that I will probably still be uploading little audiobooks of this. Audiobooks where you do not have to look at my ugly looking face. Alright guys, like and favorite if you enjoy, subscribe to become no one. See you next time. Bye-bye.